Hello there everyone, and welcome to John Drinks, the channel in which I, John, have a drink. And today is the end of another long, arduous, brain-melting week. This week was the last week of the Fringe, such as it was this year, and it was interesting, to put it mildly. If anyone wants an idea of kind of how my week has been, and you have a Netflix subscription, non-spawn, God, can you imagine? Please do feel free to check out the 90s show Star Trek Voyager, particularly the episode Course Oblivion. For those of you who don't know, it's basically where the crew finds something out about themselves and they all start melting. And I think at one point the janitor becomes the captain, so, you know, it's kind of situation we've been in this last week's been interesting. But we're not here to discuss my life, I suppose you'd call it. We're here today to talk about a whiskey, because I have noticed that when I put out whiskey content, people watch it. When I put out other content, people, I mean, they know it happened. So let's talk about a whiskey. Why not? Let's talk about a whiskey. Today we've got this. Today we've got this tiny little bottle. Teeny little bottle. This is Glenallachie 15. I've had it in the glass for about 20 minutes because I meant to start this sooner and then other things crept up. It's a nice bottle. It was an addition to the core range in 2019, and it's still under the care. Oh no! Oh, the bottle's gone. It's still under the care of Billy Walker, magician and sort of cask craftsman, speciality extraordinaire, wizard person. And he's known for doing very good work with distilleries that have sort of had a shit time, and then he sells them to companies so they can then shit on them again, I suppose. Glenallachie's going through some interesting stuff at the minute. I was going to wade into that ages ago, and then Ralphie got there first, and then everyone was like, oh my god, I had no idea. I was like, never mind. Never mind. I won't. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it now. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens to Glenallachie. I hope it stays in Billy Walker's hands for a little while, because they're doing amazing things. I've covered the 12-year-old not so long ago. In fact, it's actually in arm's reach. I don't have a great deal of it left, so that's a glowing endorsement, if anything. Glenallachie was one of those whiskies that was on my radar. Actually, it wasn't on my radar. It wasn't on my radar. I'm completely lying. I knew it existed, if that counts as being on your radar, and I kind of looked at it and I was like, meh. I wasn't too taken with it. I was like, it looks kind of gimmicky with like the Flintstone writing on it and stuff like that. It's all a bit, okay. And I had no idea how good the liquid inside actually was. The first time it caught my eye, actually, it was when they released the new batch of the 12-year-old, and it was about 27 hues darker than the old one. I was like, she looks interesting. So I bought a bottle off of that. And I actually do have, I need to use this at some point, because I have a bottle of the old 12-year-old, and I've been meaning to do a side-by-side comparison for literally about 6 months now, possibly longer. I haven't, and I need to do it before I finish this off. So in the comments, remind me every day to do it, because if nothing else, the algorithm will have a fucking heart attack. But this is not that. This is the 15-year-old. Did I say that before? It's blue. That's how you tell it's a different whiskey. It's a different colour. The whiskey's not blue. You can see. From the Valley of the Rocks, which is what Glenallachie roughly translates to. I'm not normally much of one for space ciders, but the Glenallachies have been, I'm into them. I'm big into them. The liquid itself in the glass, it's a gorgeous dark colour. It's from a mix of olorosso and pedro ximenez puncheons, I believe. Might be some butts in there as well. I'm not massively sure about the cask makeup, but I believe they have a different series of size of cask, and there's definitely a mix of olorosso and pedro ximenez in there, which is exciting. It's the kind of mix that most Glenallachs use, actually. So you've got that kind of sherry makeup in some of Billy Walker's other work. I mean, they're probably just maturing it behind the radiator now, because they seem to be kind of like, you know, how far can we take the piss? So yeah, I should drink this, shouldn't I? That's It's the name of the show. Yeah? Show. What am I on about? That's Punch and Judy show, maybe, but... Ooh. Oh, things are happening. Okay. Oh, yeah. If anyone's ever, like, grilled pineapples with, like, sugar, like brown sugar on them, straight away, like, tropical vibes galore, man. It's a bit of like, this is a really specific thing. If anyone's ever had rose ice cream, and I understand completely if you haven't, Edinburgh's a foodie city, and you get exposed to things that you wouldn't normally be exposed to otherwise. Mary's Milk Bar has a lot to answer for that one. What was a recent thing I had there? Was it a dill ice cream or something? No, it was oregano ice cream, and that was, that was great. I should say gelato, really, because anyway, it doesn't matter. She's closed this week, which is sad. Oh, a bit like mango and like dry chili powder as well. Got an itchy mustache. Okay, you know what? Like white pepper in there as well. A little bit of like a heat prickle on the nose, but it's not too pronounced. There's a touch of like rum-soaked raisins in there as well. But it's like you were like, oh, do you know one? A VIP is coming round for afternoon tea. I'm gonna soak these raisins in fucking Ron Zacapa or something. You know, it's like, you know, you didn't just like get some Bacardi from the corner shop or something. No tea, no shade to Bacardi. That's a lie, but I mean, hey ho, I don't want to get sued because they're bigger and stronger than me. Come to think of it, actually, I should probably take all the Johnny Walker videos down while I'm at it. I'm getting just loads of tropical fruit off this, like papaya, mango, pineapple. Which is not really what you expect from a pretty heavily sherry matured whiskey. I mean, look at that. You know, you expect, you know, your classic coffee, tiramisu, that kind of a thing. It's not that. It's not. It's bright, summery flavours, which, based off the look of that, huh? A little bit of like red apple in there as well. Are you specifying your apple colours? Yeah, because there's loads of apples and most of them taste different from each other. So yeah, I am. Deal with it. It's a touch of honey, a little bit of clove, not a huge amount. It's not like a spice heavy, but it's just like a little like you dropped a clove on the floor or something. You're like, did somebody drop a clove on the floor in here? You know, it's that kind of... Okay, right, I'm fascinated to see what this tastes like. So that's what I'm going to do now. Well, that took me by surprise. Okay, before I get into tasting notes, and I don't think I've ever done this before, that's delicious. I just want to get that out of the way at the start, because if you have like the microwaves going off or something and you need to go, that's fucking delicious. I genuinely don't think I've done that before. Now with the notes, there's a huge whack of like freshly roasted coffee. There's a dense 90% chocolate kind of a thing, like rich cocoa sort of a thing as well. There's plenty of raisin. It's almost like a coffee cake kind of a thing. It's like beautifully inviting, vanilla, like a bourbon vanilla kind of an element. There's a little bit of ginger in there as well. Jesus. That's outstanding. I'm struggling to do tasting notes because I'm just floored by how much I'm loving this. It's been a good long while since a whiskey left me like this, since I was like, whoa. But right now I'm just like, whoa. And you're seeing it in real time because I've never tried this before. And that's a genuine thing. This isn't like I just cracked this open. I don't know why you doubt that. Like, why would I lie about that? But this is fucking phenomenal. It's reminding me of like tiramisu. It's like a sweet cream, coffee, chocolate, vanilla, like a mascarpone cheese kind of an element. It's glorious. It's fucking brilliant. I'm struggling a little bit, aren't I? Touch of almond, chocolate, rich espresso, affogato. Similar notes along the same, line, which is rich dark coffee, chocolate, vanilla, cake, cream cheese. All the things that make life worth living. If you don't like any of those things, then, well, okay. Everyone's different. I'm fucking loving this. I'm having a fucking great time. This is tremendous. There's genuinely... Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to get a bottle of this. I will. Oh. My key reactions at the minute is, why the fuck haven't I had this sooner? Because I feel like I've been missing out. Because I've seen it on like shelves and stuff for years. I'm adoring this. I'm going to add some water to it. It doesn't need it. I'm just going to put it out there now. It does not need it. I'm just going to double check this is still recording. So we're going to add a bit of water to this. Like I said, it doesn't need it, but I want to show this off. I found this in a charity shop. Isn't it fucking adorable? This is my new water jug, and it just looks so cute. Look at this thing. Look how pretty. Right, I'm just going to... Look how cute. Look how fucking cute it is. I saw this and I was just like, I need to own that. I think it was like 50p as well. I'm so happy with it. I can't even fucking tell you. So I'm going to add a touch of water. It's also really good for just like little bits of this. This is my whiskey water jug. And no fucker, you can pry this out of my cold dead hands. Which, given how work's going at the minute, you can have it in about a fortnight. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so, a bit of water in there. Again, I'm a little bit concerned, if anything, it's going to dilute it down. It might open it up to a whole new world of possibilities, but it didn't need it. I mean, you saw how I was reacting. I was having a fucking great time with that. Okay, that's interesting. We've gone a little more, gone a little more almost ascetic with it. There's a... It's like a grapefruit rind and red currant kind of a thing, kind of banging heads a little bit. It's... The nose has gone a bit weird. I won't lie to you, the nose has gone a bit weird. It's a little muddy now. Whereas before it had a very definite tropical character. Now I've added the water, it's gone a little bit odd. And if I'm completely honest, I'm struggling to nail it down a little bit because it's... I am still getting some sort of vanilla-y compounds coming through on it. That is what I'm detecting, but I'm getting like this strange kind of bitter, acidic kind of crash happening, and it's a little odd. And I'm struggling to nail it down to like anything associatable. But it's kind of like sparking off particular neurons of like bitter red berries and like sort of bitter acetic pith on like lemons, limes, particularly grapefruit. Okay. As I'm adapting to it, there's a hint of like low quality chocolate to it. Kind of like Easter egg chocolate. It's not bad chocolate, it's just you kind of, you're jobbing chocolate that actually is quite enjoyable, let's face it. Yeah, a bit of like old library books as well, as like a vanilla and chocolate thing kind of coming through, but that initial invitation was odd. It was odd. I don't know if it was still like settling down, or maybe I hadn't adjusted to what was going on, I don't know, but that was a little strange. Okay, the nose has settled down, it's gone a fair bit more pleasant. I don't know, maybe that was just me. I mean, it's been a long 4 months, so, it's entirely possible that I'm done, I'm melted, I don't know. But, okay. But here's the exciting bit, or potentially the not exciting bit. How's it done taste-wise? Okay. It's changed from 90% dark chocolate to more kind of like a Milky Way, kind of like a milk chocolate and nougat kind of a thing. It's a good thing. There's a wonderful sweetness about it. A little bit of raisin coming through now. The coffee has subdued. There's still an element of oh my! There's still an element of a coffee twang, but it's no longer anywhere near as dominant as it was before. So if you're big into your coffee, leave the water out of it. I kind of miss the coffee. Getting like a rich, thick custard, like the kind you get at like French patisserie sometimes, like a creme patissiere kind of a thing. Some beautiful, rich vanilla. The viscosity with the whiskey also helps a lot with kind of like delivering this kind of association of like a creme patissiere or a thick custard. Loads of vanilla through in that as well. The coffee kind of comes through a little bit on the back. Still good. Loads of milk chocolate in there as well. Just vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. A little bit of red fruit, bit of raisins, a little bit of sultana. Touch like orange oil as well, very subtle, but a little bit there. It's delightful. I'm not sure if the tasting notes are even relevant at this point. It's just delightful. It's just beautifully put together, first of all. It's fucking excellent. 15 seems to be the sweet spot for a lot of whiskies. Maybe that's just me. It works for Glenallachie. It works for Glenallachie. It works for Johnny Walker, for fuck's sake, 15 just seems to be that sweet spot where, like, that's kind of the one that nails it. It's just the sort of the perfect amount of time in maturation for a lot of whiskies. There are some it doesn't work, sure, but more often than not, if you've got your hands on a 15-year-old, you're in for a good time. This is good even by that standard. Like, I tend to like 15-year-olds in ranges. I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but this is approved. Fucking approved right there. Could we be heading towards our second full marker? I think it might be in good contention, really. The price is good. The price is good. We'll have to find out. Check out the scorecard down below. I've also put a couple of new whiskies on there as well, things that I've had in pubs. The end of yesterday, I managed to get off of work early, which unheard of. and I had a couple of whiskies. I had, what did I get? I got a Bladnock, the Adela, the 15-year-old, olorosso matured, beautiful. And then I got something from Tomental, the Old Ballanthroon, which I've been meaning to try for a good long while. Oh yes, yes, very good. So those scores will be down below as well. You can see what I thought of those. I've also done a little bit of adjusting. I've had some changes of heart on one or two whiskies now that I've gotten to know them a bit better. Some have gone up, some have gone down. So there you go. I'm sure you won't have, you know, copied down my old scores or anything like that, so probably won't be able to find them, but hey ho. That was Glenallachie 15. I'm gonna buy a bottle of this. This is amazing. This was fucking brilliant. Try it. They do miniatures of it. No excuse. Fucking try it. This is brilliant. Really, 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 really fucking good. Really happy with this. I don't know if you can tell. Really fucking happy with this. Let me know down below, what do you think of Glenallachie's? Do you want me to do the side-by-side comparison of the Glenallachie 12s? I mean, I said I was going to do it anyway, but, you know, leave us a comment. Have you tried the 15? Are you intrigued to try it now? Are you looking forward to that online awards thing that Ralphie and Roy are doing? Looks like a lot of fun, actually, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, leave us some comments. Let me know things. That's everything. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more shenanigans of a man who could or could not be in his pants right now, talking to the camera. And do join me next time, where I'll be drinking something else.